What's up, everybody? More Z06 content. I know you want to hear it, so really quick, I'm gonna get into this video and I'm gonna call it the truth about the Z06 market and why so many people are upset and yet dealers aren't concerned about their $100,000 pricing. Let's talk about it. Okay, as we get into this video, the real thing about the Z06 pricing is a lot of people feel it's high. If you look at what the car is, it's not high, it's actually kind of still a bargain. But most people aren't looking at that. They're looking at the fact that it's a Corvette C8 and it wears a Chevy badge. So they feel like that the car should be priced for the everyday working American can afford the vehicle. And the issue with that is, to me, the Z06, and I'm going to say this to you again, to me, the Z06 is GM's mic drop in engineering. And the reason why I say that to you, because GM just released what everybody has classified as a supercar, a 5.5 liter flat plane crank engine that puts out 670 horsepower. And no other manufacturer has done that with a naturally aspirated V8. So when you look at Ferrari, McLaren, Audi, Lamborghini, nobody has done this before. So when GM made this car, to me, they and the slogan has always been, we put the world on notice. What do you think they meant by that? And if you ask me, what they meant by they put the world on notice is they let the world know that General Motors is the best engineering company out there. So if they built such a remarkable vehicle and a game-changing car, why would you expect them to give it away? That's the question. Because I don't expect them to give it away. I don't see anybody doing the world's first and then say, you know what, I did all that research, all that development, all the engineering, all that time I spent in building this vehicle to just say, I can do it, but here you go. To me, that was never GM's plan. So the Z06 is General Motors' mic drop for now, because I'm sure they're gonna do some more crazy stuff going forward. But as of right now, the Z06 is the mic drop. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. What's up, everybody? Taking a quick break for a second. I think it's the perfect time to tell you to hit the like and subscribe button. Subscribe to the ICNV Drivers Edition community. Hit the like button if you like what you're seeing so far. That way I know to keep bringing you nice content like this. And by the way, check out the website. Get you some nice ICNV gear to help support the channel. We got tons of stuff out there. Oh, let's get back to the video. But let's move forward. So now that the pricing's out and most people are like really losing their mind over it, what you have to understand is this Corvette is not like any other Corvette in the past. It's not front engine, it's mid engine. The Z06 is a naturally aspirated V8 pushing out 670 horsepower. There is no other vehicle on the market doing that, especially with a naturally aspirated engine. So when I say that to you, Real car enthusiasts are intrigued. But not so much when I say real car enthusiasts, I'm sitting there saying that a lot of Corvette owners, or should I say Corvette loyalists, don't understand what is being presented to them. Yes, you hear the phrase naturally aspirated 5.5 liter, 670 horsepower, but that's just it. Because the ZR1 made 707, you feel like the 670 isn't impressive. You can be honest, you can mention that in the comments, we can talk about it. But for most people, because the C7 ZR1 put out 707 horses, they feel like the 670 from a naturally aspirated V8 isn't impressive. Whereas a lot of other car enthusiasts understand how impressive that really is, and so we are tuned in. But now the other side of that is, you're like, the pricing's high, and who's going to pay this type of money for this car? Well, the market is definitely different for the Z06. And the reason why I say that, because every Corvette owner, every Corvette loyalist, you aren't the market GM was going after. Go back and watch the actual C8 reveal. And one of the things that they said in that reveal was, with the introduction of the C8, they are targeting a younger buying audience, and they're targeting more. Now I want you to hear this. They are targeting more supercar owners. Well, how do you target supercar owners? The base C8 doesn't really do that unless you're looking at like an Acura NSX or Audi R8 V8, or maybe even a first gen Audi R8 V10. Yes, you can get those entry-level supercar buyers with the initial base C8 Stingray, which I believe we actually did pick up a lot of those customers, because I look at how young the market is, and I look at how a lot of people that actually had YouTube channels with Audi R8s, V8s, actually went out and bought a Corvette C8. So GM did hit that market. But what about these supercar owners? Introduce the Z06. So when the C7 Corvette purists and the Corvette loyalists of the past complain about the price, and just understand, you weren't the target. If you're going to buy one, GM is going to appreciate it, but you weren't the target audience. And I say that to you because there was a whole nother market out there that many of us don't like to consider. But I'm not going to say many of us, but a lot of people don't want to consider. And that's the entry-level Ferrari market. That's the entry-level Porsche 911 market. That's the entry-level. That's the Lexus LC500 market. That's the Acura NSX market. And I'm bringing these cars up for a reason. One, Acura NSX is dead. They're no longer making them. There were some people that actually still want to get an Acura NSX. I am one of them. I think it's going to end up being a cool collector's car once everything is said and done. And that's always been my thought, and that was the reason why I wanted one. And as I sit back and look today, the prices on them have went up. The market has definitely shifted. So I want to get an Acura NSX. But that marketplace is perfect for the Corvette Z06. The Porsche 911, entry level. And I say that because everybody can't get their hands on a 911 GT2 RS. Everybody can't get their hands on a 911 GT3. But not everybody wants that. Some people do still want the luxury and convenience of the technology, the heated seats, the cool seats, all these type of things that come with the car. And the C8 Z06 gives them that. Not to mention, it comes in starting out less. And I want to say it again. It comes in starting out less than a 911 Carrera S. So if you are a 911 Carrera S buyer, I want you to take a moment and think about that. You could get a lot more car with a Chevy C8 Z06 than you can get buying a 911 Carrera S. So why would I not consider, at least put on the radar, a 911 Carrera S buyer, a Corvette Z06? And to me, when you look at bang to bang, buck to buck, the Z06 is a way better buy. You also look at, to me, what comes close to it, which is the 911 Turbo S. Well, that's an over $200,000 car. When you start getting to like the convertible version, you're looking at like $220 starting out, and that's before you start putting the options on the car. So again, the Z06 is a much better buy. And I'll just be honest with you, that was where I was gravitating to. I was thinking about getting a 911 Turbo S. I don't really like the convertible design, so that was one drawback for me. But I really would like a convertible. The Z06 to me is the perfect alternative to that. And then when you sit there and say I can get a Z06 for under 200 grand, even with some forms of markup, tricked out and maxed out, I can't get a Turbo S for only $219 with no options. So again, that to me is a better option. And this is the market that you have to understand that the Z06 is going after. Don't forget, McLaren has a 570S, and that starts at $200,000. I really feel like the Z06 is a better buy than a McLaren 570S. Just my personal opinion. If you're a McLaren owner watching the video, let me know what you think. But in my personal opinion, the Z06 is a better option or a better buy than a McLaren 570S. It's going to outperform it, but I know it's not a true exotic. But what I'm sitting there saying to you is, this is what you have to understand and remember when you are looking at the new C8 Z06, feeling like the pricing is outrageous. GM literally came in targeting supercar owners. They put out supercar performance for not outrageous supercar price. And that's the trick to this whole C8 Z06 marketing. So that's the truth about the C8 Z06 ownership. When people sit back and say, oh, people are going to pay X, Y, and Z for a Z06, I don't see how people will pay $100,000 for a Z06, because you aren't the buyer for the Z06. And I'm not telling you I'm the buyer for the Z06. I'm telling you I'm interested, but I'm not paying $100K. But we can kind of get into that conversation later, but I would just sit there and say this to you, that most supercar buyers don't buy the supercar for the price. They buy it for the price. We could talk about that later. So thank you for tuning in. I just wanted to drop a quick video, let you guys know what was on my mind about the whole C8 Z06, I guess, intended customer. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Let me know if I hit it on the head. I'm pretty sure I did. And if you don't agree with me, we can talk about it. But this is what's going on. The C8 Z06 was not meant for the Corvette loyalist. It was meant for a new buyer. It was meant for a new market. And GM hit that market right in the head. Because as I go out now and I'm sitting down talking, and I'll just be honest with you, like I told you before, and I'm going to finish this really quick, but I told you before, the C8 has transcended into the supercar market. So I now go to events that I didn't really attend too much with my C7 Corvette. Not saying I couldn't get in. I attend them, it wasn't the same. Like, I go to supercar events and a lot of higher income supercar owners sit down and talk to me. They like the style of the car, they love my color, and we have conversations. But what has come out of this is now a lot of supercar owners, when I go to events, are talking about the C8 Z06. They're telling me how they're on list. They're telling me how they're buying their Z06 for $50K over, but who cares? They're telling me they're buying their C8 Z06 for $75,000 over. Who cares? I haven't really met a dealership that says $75K over, but apparently they're out there. So at the end of the day, when they talk to me, their conversation is, I'm getting the car, and who cares what the price is? And a lot of supercar owners truly feel that way. They're not looking at resale value. They're looking at the fact it's a toy. They're looking for something to play with. Like one guy told me, I'm looking for, I think it's the perfect car for me to be a daily driver and I ain't got to worry about the high maintenance costs. So he's grabbing one and he's supposed to be getting it for 50K over. And I'm just like, damn, 50K over. But he also has a Ferrari 488. He also has Audi R8 V10 Plus. And he also has Ferrari F12. So I don't think the price is his concern. I just think it's more of the fact that he has it. And we'll talk about this in another video, but to me, the Z06 has transcended from the ultimate track car to the ultimate status car. ICNV Drives Edition. Think about that. We'll talk about it later. Hit the like and subscribe. Share the information. Please comment. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, peace. I'm out in these streets and I'm getting you content. I'll holler at you. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe and I'll see you in these streets. Peace.